Oh my gosh. That moment you press go live and you turn your head and you've got all of the hair floating around everywhere.
I'm stalking you.
Hi, Rachel.
Hi.
It does look a little like you're stalking me. We're live.
I know.
I told you we were doing it.
I didn't
Who else
actually
is coming?
realise it was going to happen.
Yeah.
We are learning.
Oh! Come on, Kim, come in. That was Rachel and Tess. I've got the air conditioner blowing my hair out of my
That's just your
my glue.
animal magnet.
My animal magnitude. Crazy. These silly people. That's Kim. And Gerda will be here somewhere.
There you go. Yeah.
Jump in, Gerda. Hi, Jess. Oh, it's on. It's not on reverse. It's on reverse camera. You'll have to come in behind me.
Okay. I won't show him what I'm doing.
She's so cheeky. So hi everybody. We've got dinner happening in the oven. We're just waiting. Oh, that doesn't look very attractive. Sorry about that. The bin's right in front of the oven. That's not aesthetically pleasing to me. Yeah, I'm live. Did you think I was sending a photo to Dom or something?
No, I thought you had a voice call with Jeremy.
Oh, that's really funny.
I didn't realise that. I was like saying stuff.
I said, I'm going to do a live. I'm going to introduce you. Are you ready? And Rachel's like, yes. And then she was obviously not ready. That's how we roll. Yeah. So done is better than perfect. So welcome to the inner sanctum of the Rebel Squad retreat. It's fun. We've got people putting ice out of the fridge and it's very luxurious apparently, having a fridge that dispenses ice. So I kind of thought, I know Jessica has been she sent me a message on Vox that I haven't fully read, but I did see that I've been avoiding social media because I have severe FOMO or words to that effect. And I know that some of you have been in the same boat. So I thought that I would quickly zip in and provide some more FOMO. So we've spent the last, lots of time, if you can even hear me. Hey, Tani. Good to see you. How long have we been here for now? This is the end of day 2. And, oh my gosh, I have to show you these things that we've done. Day and a half. So we've got all of this happening up here, which looks like just lots of busy work, which it is busy work, that it is all of the fabulous things that are going to serve these amazing, amazing humans for probably the next 18 months to 2 years as their intellectual property develops and as their thinking develops and things like that. So what we've kind of been talking about, I can ask you guys, like, what have we been talking about? We've been talking about all the things. We've been doing, that's a water bottle. We have been talking about planning. Yes. We've been talking about lovers.
Ooh, lovers.
Yeah. Love is in the air. Everywhere I look around. We've been talking about, where is Kim?
Here she is.
Over the salad. There she is. Kim and I have been talking about how to help children be more brave. And Tess has just been slaying all of the bullshit. Really, Ministry of Silly Walks behind me, for those of you who are familiar with Monty Python. Very, very funny. Yeah. So we've been doing all of the fun things. And I guess like one of the key things that I take away from all of these retreats, and I know Gerda said something similar as well, is that you just get so much done. And I'm putting words in your mouth now, but I know you've said that before.
Well, I've said way more than that.
You have said way more
I
than
said that these type of retreats,
Is that on you?
I said that these type of retreats always lead to a significant elevation, that's my word anyway, elevation in one's business, because it elevates your mindset, it elevates your productivity, you get stuff done. And the last time I was here with you, Mildura, I saw that happen very, very quickly. Yeah. So it's amazing. Yeah.
And I didn't even have to pay her for that. Isn't that awesome? Although I am paying her with food very soon. As soon as that food is ready, this is it. You guys are being left for dust. So it's kind of interesting. Like the more we've been unpacking all of this stuff, we've had conversations around who your niche is, but not the normal conversation. And I actually delivered a training today as well that was about who your audience is. And a lot of the typical kind of trainings that when you're talking about niche and audience is really demographic driven. So are they male, female, children, where do they live, what kind of car do they drive, yawn, fucking yawn. All of that boring stuff, right? Whereas, I mean, I'm not saying it's not important, but it doesn't give you kind of like the juice, thanks Tanya for saying juicy. It doesn't give you the juice that you really need to create the power of differentiation, which is really what you need in your marketing. So a lot of these things that we've been building up on our webs of awesome, which are ridiculously amazing, are things that are really the problems that our people are facing, in their words, I think, is what we've really unpacked for everyone. Is what are you guys, if this is for you, it's like, what are your people struggling with? What are they saying to themselves? What's the negative self-talk that they've got going on? What's the imposter syndrome stuff look like? How are they sabotaging? How are they undermining their own success when it comes to how they step and move forward? But then further to that, it's like, well, Tess and I were having this a quite lengthy conversation about what people's goals, dreams and desires are. And, and the outcomes that they want. And quite simply, most people want choice, freedom, money, flexibility, lifestyle, blah, blah, like all the normal things. But then what? And why do they want that? And then why do they want that? So for your people, that's like, you've really got to spend the time, and that's what we've spent the last day and a half doing, is really spending the time getting really deep into the psyche of who our audience is, so that the free things that they create are powerful, the books that they're about to write are really powerful, the programs they roll out are really powerful. So, you guys can do that from home. You don't have to be here. You can't be here this week because you can't be. But if whether or not you do stuff with me later on or not, the thing that you can absolutely do yourself a favor with is spending the time to sit down and work out all of these things. Work out what are the 4 main stages that you need to take your people through in order to get through. And incidentally, so that they can get the outcomes that they want. We are running we say we, like we're all together for forever, which we are naturally. I am running a free 5-day content challenge, $1 million content challenge, starting on Monday of next week. So I have made millions of dollars online, don't say that to impress you, but to quote my father, to impress upon you the importance of putting out value-based content cyclically, regularly, on the daily, and you can't, it's not actually negotiable. You cannot hold back in this day and age in social media. You've got to give as much as you humanly possibly can so that you can build that connection with your audience. Oh, hi, Gerda. Gerda Muller's watching. Oh, my God, I'm so nervous. You know who Gerda is, right? Have you heard about the conference she's putting on? So before I tell you about that, the 5-day content challenge is starting on Monday. It's nicolajmoras.com/challenge is where you can register. You'll get a group invite and then you're in. So before I bang on any more about that, one thing that Gerda and I have been working on over the last, 6 months? Yeah. Has been the Elevate 2020 conference, which is the first conference of its kind for psychologists and allied. It's primarily for psychologists, isn't it? Not allied health?
No, all allied health professionals.
All allied health professionals. And you've already got how many? I'm not just gonna keep throwing to you because it's weird, like when we can't see you. So let's tell the people about Elevate. Oh, it's a nice fridge in the background, isn't it? Tell the people about Elevate.
Well,
we didn't plan this. I just threw her in. She just cracked a vodka cruiser.
I did. At least I'm only halfway, so
and you're matching.
I'm still good. Yes,
we're very coordinated.
So Elevate is a 2-day conference for allied health professionals that want to elevate their mindset around what it means to run a business within our highly regulated allied health industry, what it means to step outside the four walls. Walls,
And the rules.
and
Work
well,
within the rules.
exactly. Know where the rules are. Not be
Yeah.
scared of stepping over something when you actually don't know what the rules are.
Yes.
So that you can elevate your practice, your team, your impact that you have on your community, and basically help more people in better ways, right?
Yes.
So we're going to have some amazing speakers there. It's not just going to be me talking. I will most certainly be talking. I just can't
hope
help
so.
myself.
Yeah.
I will have the fabulous Nicola Kick Moraz.
Yay! Oh, I had
There.
to think of a costume.
You will have to elevate, right? Talking about all things visibility.
Yes.
Right, but very specific, keeping in mind the unique fears and challenges that we have as allied health professionals.
Yeah.
Of course, the lovely Tess Crawley sitting over there. Where is she?
Here she is.
Yes. So Tess will be talking. I have the general topic. Can you remember your more specific topic about? But it is all about stepping into the inner CEO mindset. Because if you think about it, you know, like you were mentioning the 4 stages, right?
Yeah.
So the 4 stages my people go through is moving from clinician towards making that leap into starting their own business, their own private practice, so they become a business owner. But there's a huge difference between being a business owner and actually being the CEO of your small business. You don't have to work for a major corporate organization to be a CEO, right?
Correct.
You can have 3 or 4 people and you can be in your practice and you can be the CEO.
And it's also a mindset, isn't it?
Yes.
Like it's not. It doesn't matter whether there's 1 of you, 3 of you, 25 of you, 250 of you. It's how you set yourself up.
Yeah. Should I put Tess in under pressure and say, what do you think is the biggest thing somebody needs to think about in order to embrace their CEO mindset?
Okay.
You can just follow that thing if you like.
For me personally, the biggest thing is moving out of all the doing, so being the COO, Chief Operations Officer in your business. And that is whether you're a solopreneur or you know, you own a larger business, it doesn't really matter. If you're doing all the things, you can't be working on the bigger picture things. So
Yeah. Are we doing bigger picture things here?
Oh, we are.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
Oh, we be doing bigger picture things. It is, for me, that's the thing. That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's actually recognizing whether you're in COO mode or CEO mode and when you need to be in one or t'other. Because sometimes as a small business owner, you do need to be both.
Yeah.
But it's knowing the difference and knowing which hat you're wearing and when to change hats, when to swap them over.
And you've got a workshop coming up, right?
I do have a workshop coming up.
Do you want to tell the people about the workshop?
Just on this
actually.
specific topic.
It is actually, yeah. I've got a 2-day workshop coming up in Melbourne.
Not at the zoo.
We're not going into that
Sorry.
conversation.
I'm sorry.
My
It's at your
heart
fabulous
still-
meeting room.
breaks. It breaks. 2 days, 23rd, 24th of March, all about how to check in with yourself as the CEO of your own business. And you can be a solopreneur and absolutely get great, meaty chunks of greatness out of this workshop. Lots of implementation and accountability during the actual workshop as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Lots of action taking.
Lots of action taking while
there.
on site.
Because I know some of the secret things that happen there. But I won't say anything.
No.
Yes, so important. And when you actually allow yourself to step into your inner CEO, it's amazing how the dynamics change in your own thinking and mindset and how much easier a lot of things get. And of course, after CEO, you have the impact entrepreneur, and that's where a lot of the visibility stuff comes in, right?
Yeah.
Really elevating your message, getting out there, you know, doing stuff like online programs and courses, and really reaching the masses. So we're gonna look after all 4 of those people in stages at Elevate.
Yes.
We're rotating.
And there it is.
There we are. We're back.
I'm gonna leave you.
And we're going to take people through the 4 F's of having a fabulous private practice: foundations, fighting fear, frameworks, and freedom.
Nice.
And all of that ties into the 4 stages that you go through as well.
Yeah.
So yes, the date is 29 and 30 July. Yes. Inaugural.
Yes.
Private Practice Success Conference.
In Brisbane?
Brizzy? Yes. Bris Vegas.
Bris Vegas. So I'll be there. Tess will be there. Rachel, are you coming along? Of course she
Most
is.
certainly.
Of course she is.
First ticket purchases.
Yes, yes.
Do you want to come and say hello to the people? Like a proper hello to the people?
I say hello to the people.
Come on.
Well, the people
Come
need
on,
to
Dan.
know you, Rachel.
That's
if they
right.
want to get into the Love Shack at some point or another. Ooh, what's that all about?
Ooh, did you just like
Did I just
drop
drop
the
something?
bundle?
The bundle.
Oh.
Did you drop it? Drop the
love
bundle.
bomb.
I know what the
Yes.
bundle is.
Yes.
All right, so we're going
Sit
to
here,
hot
Rachel.
seat Rachel in. So I thought I'll introduce you properly to Rachel because she did wave hello behind me before.
Hi.
So Rachel, everyone, Rachel. So
Hello.
talk about the program you've launched and how amazing it is. The Love Shack.
To Love
The
Shack.
Love Shack. Oh, what do you do? Maybe tell the people what you do before that, and then I think they're going to want to hear about the Love Shack.
I'm a psychologist. I run a private practice. It's called Oh Look at All the Love.
Look at all the love. Give us all love. Give Rachel
That's
more love.
lovely. And I run a private practice called the Therapy Spot at Palm Beach. I've been a psych for a long time. And as psychologists, we have to train all the time. We have to do like 30 hours of training every year. And about 10 years ago, I've been one for a long time. I decided I would do, more love. I would do a relationship course, and I found it really interesting because I was like, what do you do with the people? And then it became my passion. So then I've been doing all this work with couples and having a really good time. And
Couples are
it's
amazing.
really cool work to learn about. And then I thought, I can't help enough people.
Yeah.
So I decided over Christmas that I would write a program that would help people get some of the skills that I know.
So
That's what the Love Shack is.
The Love Shack, baby. So like, what I really love about Rachel, I mean, you could listen to her all day for a start, right? Beautiful, calm, and things like that. So if you imagine these people, and I know that I wished that I had a really great therapist. Dom and I nearly divorced, but like I've had this conversation with you, and I found it really hard at first to really kind of create a connection with the therapist. I felt like he was totally on Dom's side, which he may or may not have been, but it's a whole other thing. But I persisted, and then I grew to really like him and respect him, and he called me out of my shit, which, you know, is important. I would.
You have to face what's going on.
It's not about being my friend. But I want everyone to like me. Just be my friend.
We all love you.
Tell me I'm
Yeah,
amazing.
We all love you.
Thank you. That's good. That makes me happy. So like you guys know, if you've been in a relationship for any length of time, that it takes work to stay in it. And these days, I think it's a really big problem where people kind of hit that exit button a bit too quickly before.
Yeah, they do. And
digging
it's
in and
really
doing the
hard to
work.
start again. And then you'll find that you're falling in the same traps, and you're doing the same cycles, and you're doing the same behaviours, and
Yeah.
you're getting the same outcomes.
Yeah.
So it's really much better to resolve it where you are.
Totally, particularly like when there's other things involved, family situations and stuff like that too.
Well, you pick
right?
that person for a reason, so you probably made the right decision to start with, but you don't have the skills
Yeah.
to know how to resolve what's going on. And the skills are actually not that hard to do and learn and grow from.
Nice. And can you, when
And
you
then
go
it's
through,
much better. Your relationship's so much better.
so when they go through the Love Shack, just
Yes.
because I don't think I've asked you this before, when the next problem kicks it, because like problems kick in, I assume it's not just me.
Absolutely.
Hi, John. Love you.
Oh, hello.
Maybe turn off now. I'm just kidding. He's not on. We've had this conversation as well. But do you kind of go back through the process again? You know, there's a problem that surfaces, and then you say, okay, well, you've got to come back through that process that you step people through to
Well,
kind
it's
of
about
streamline.
initially first learning how to talk to each other and how to deal with things that are difficult, and how to, when you've got a structure and you know how to relate to one another, and what we call opening a dialogue, where you can both feel listened and you can both have a point of view and you can work towards understanding. Sometimes just knowing what the other person is actually feeling, the fight goes away. So, you know, there was a couple I worked with the other day, which I've been thinking I should do something about, and her partner was stonewalling. So stonewalling is when you shut down emotionally, like they don't talk to you for days.
Yes.
You're like, what's going on? And they won't communicate. So the other person's feeling completely shut out.
Yeah.
That they hate me, that they're withholding from me, they're awful to me. But stonewalling is actually a physiological response to stress. So they're emotionally flooded, and it often happens when someone is completely overwhelmed and cannot cope.
Right.
So their capacity to process the information reduces to 30%.
Yeah, right.
So you can yell at them and
They just don't even...
they'll get 3 words in 10.
Yeah,
They
wow.
won't even process it. So they're actually really distressed. And when I was talking to her about that, she's like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
They've been fighting for weeks.
Wow.
And she wanted to leave him. So
Wow.
when I talked to her about that, she went home, I gave her some information, she showed him, he said yes. Now they have a better way to communicate. So when he floods, we call it flooding, they separate and he takes time away.
Yeah, right.
And then they come back in 20 minutes and resolve it.
Amazing.
Rather than 2 weeks.
So there you go, guys. If nothing else from today, you've just got a strategy for working through or for taking some time to listen, that maybe it's not actually about the fighting or the stonewalling or the just sticking their heads in the sand, that, you know, fuck you, not listening to you. It's actually some physiological stuff going on that...
There's more going on than
awesome.
what we will automatically think. And it's not always about them hurting us. Sometimes it's about them looking after themselves.
Yeah, amazing.
It's interesting.
It is interesting, and I love the program that you've built, and you've just finished running the first round, right?
Yeah, we're coming towards the end. It's the last week for them. Yeah.
Oh, that is so cool. That
Very
is so
cool.
good.
It's been fun.
Yeah.
Love
Awesome.
shacking away.
In the
Putting
love
some
shack.
fun in.
10 room.
Rested.
Clearly, I missed my calling.
You
Awesome. So you can find Rachel at The Therapy Spot on Facebook and Rachel O'Connor on
Psychologist.
Facebook. Oh, Rachel O'Connor, psychologist. My apologies.
there's
I'll
another
do the
Rachel
tags
O'Connor.
later. And have their websites and stuff in there. So we've got Dr. Tess Crawley, as she's famously known all over the place, and then we've got Gerda Muller. You've got an Elevate page
Yes, I do.
as well.
She
So
does.
Elevate 2020.
.com.au. Yep.
.com.au. So check out the conference. Tess has got some stuff coming up that we'll talk. Oh, you've got your workshop happening on, what were the dates?
23rd and 24th of March.
23rd and 24th of March. I'll intro you guys. I'll put the link in there for Rachel as well with the Love Shack that's coming up. Or the next release of whatever it happens to be. Because it'd be like the Love Shack 2.0.
Yes, perhaps.
It could be like the 2-story Love Shack. Or something equally fabulous
Equally fabulous.
and amazing.
Definitely.
All right.
Can't happen.
Cool. Kim, do you want to come and say hello to the people, or do you want to do it tomorrow?
I'll do it tomorrow.
I will introduce you to Kim tomorrow from The Mind Master, who has been working on her book today, her book plan today, that she's going to be writing to help parents, help their children be more brave, be more resilient, and essentially like the goal for that is to really become bully proof and be really resourceful in the way that they communicate, the way that they deal with stressful situations and that kind of thing. So I will share her with you tomorrow. I think I can smell our dinner being ready. So I'm going to love you and leave you. Have a kick-ass and awesome and amazing day, afternoon. Do all the amazing things. Get out there, go help some people, have a whole ton of fun doing it, and remember that the world is ready for your brand of awesomeness. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.